Council. I have one just for the audience and the media. The Planning Department received a letter from residents of 204 and 208 South Joslin Drive requesting that the name of their street be changed from South Joslin Drive to Kiefer Drive. 204 and 208 South Joslin are located at the end of Kiefer Drive. A review of the aerial would reveal that these two homes are far removed from the rest of South Joslin. A large portion of South Joslin remains as unimproved vacant land. This causes confusion for mail delivery, the receipt of services, the receiving of visitors, and emergency services. So that's why they presented this to Mayor and Council. Chris, thanks for the memo as always. Any comment from council? Roll call.
Mr. Brodnicki?
Yes.
Mrs. Sapp? Yes. Mr. Underwood?
Yes.
Dr. Kincaid?
Yes.
Mayor Coon?
Yes. We are now on. Do I have a motion for resolution number 2017-034?
Mayor Coon,
Mr. Underwood.
I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2017-034, awarding a contract to Pampina Landscaping and Construction Incorporated for the Lincoln Park Community Center UFAS upgrades for the contract price of $14,400.00.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. Any comments from the audience? Comments from council? We did receive 6 contracts, proposals from 6 contractors. And so it is recommended that we go with Pampina Landscaping. The bid has been verified. Roll call.
Mrs. Sapp? Yes. Mr. Underwood?
Yes.
Dr. Kincaid?
Yes.
Mayor Coon?
Yes.
Mr. Brodnicki?
Yes.
All right, now we are revising, is that correct, Mo?
This particular resolution authorizing the municipal manager to enter into a lease purchase agreement with Ford, this particular one will be deleted and revised with the other resolution for it, the same number, 035.
Do I have a motion for resolution number 2017-035?
Mayor Coon?
Mr. Brodnicki.
Yes, I make a motion that we approve resolution number 2017-035, a resolution of the Municipality of Penn Hills, County of Allegheny, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, authorizing the municipal manager to enter into a lease/purchase agreement with PNC Bank for 5 2017 Ford Focus SE hatchbacks for the Department of Code Enforcement.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. Before I have comments from the audience, I asked the manager if he would explain why the change was made. Ma'am?
Originally, when the code enforcement director seeked proposals from different financial institutions to finance the vehicles, he received quotes from Ford Motors and also from PNC. The original documents that we received from Ford Motors did not identify some of the items that we received this past week, the final documentation for signature. We discussed it collectively, myself, Code Enforcement Director John McCaffrey, and the Finance Director Ed. We looked at the documents. We didn't feel that some of the provisions in there need to be met. If you look in that particular resolution, we didn't feel comfortable filling the tax exemption form based on the instruction sheet that we received from Ford Motors. it didn't identify a dollar value that it did not comply with the amount that we were leasing. So therefore, we decided to go with PNC. However, PNC's interest rate, it's less than the interest rate that it was provided by Ford Motors, which with the annual debt service will be higher than what Ford Motors supplied us. And we've asked the question, we've tried to verify these numbers, and we were told that these numbers were correct, but mathematically we weren't able to verify it, so we decided to go with PNC. You can look in the documents, the initial document for Ford Motors, the third sheet from the back, right prior to the information return for small tax exemption, the government bond issue lease installment sales. That form requires the finance department to write the number that was exactly borrowed or leased, whereby Ford Motors asked us to the issue price of $65,000, which is $20,000 less than what we were leasing. So we didn't feel comfortable doing that. We didn't want to go any further with this particular lease agreement because we didn't feel that it was working together.
Thank you, Matt.
At the end, it's $49 between PNC and Motors, Ford Motors. In addition to that, the payment was deferred from 2017 to 2018, so we'll have these vehicles and making the payment 1 year from the receipt of the vehicles. So we felt that their price was a little less because they were getting $18,000 in advance, so we didn't want to do that. That'll roll into our end of year balance.
Thanks, Mo. Did I ask, Maureen, did I ask for comments from the audience already? Okay. Comments from the audience? Comments from council?
Mayor, I just have a question.
Mrs. Sapp?
So our old vehicles that will just be traded out, is that correct?
No, the old vehicles will go to and be sold on Municipid. That's where it's an internet-based auction that a lot of local and state government go by, and it provides for other individuals to bid on the product as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other comments? I just want to acknowledge and thank our manager and my finance director sitting over there for a good job, as always. Ed is one of the best finance directors you could possibly ask for. And he does a good job, as does our manager.